you guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. My name's Ruby, I live in New York City, and this is my lifestyle channel, so I post a ton of vlogs, beauty content, health and wellness videos. If any of that sounds like it's something up your alley, be sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. We are trying to hit 6K hopefully by the end of September. That is the next goal here for this channel, so be sure to join the fam if you haven't already. I post new videos 3 times a week, so there's always new content to binge. I'm so excited for today's video. I know, I start off every single video, I'm so excited for this, I'm so excited for that, but like truly I am so excited because I have a makeup tutorial for you, and not just any old makeup tutorial. This is a full face of Charlotte Tilbury. Charlotte Tilbury has quickly become one of my favorite makeup brands, and I was looking through my collection recently and I realized that I almost had enough to do a full face if I just purchased a couple products. So I did, and we have this look right here, which honestly, I mean, I say this later on in the video, but it's like one of the best makeup days that I've had in a very long time. It's featuring some of my favorite products and also some new ones, so you get some kind of like first impressions from me, as well as me talking about products that I just know and love from the brand. Without further ado, I think we should just jump right into today's tutorial. I'm gonna have links for everything down below. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, you just want to talk makeup, be sure to leave a comment down below, and let's just get into the tutorial. Okay, so we are starting with clean, fresh skin. All I did this morning was wash my face, use my toner, and some eye cream, and here's what we're starting with. I feel like this will definitely be a good day to test out some of these face products because, as you guys can see, I currently have 2 little acne scars that are healing. I don't really deal with like major breakouts anymore, and then last week, it's probably because I was about to start my period, I got these 2 like really big, painful, inflamed pimples. I went to my dermatologist so that they could properly, this is kind of like TMI, but so that they could properly drain them for me and so that I didn't have to pop them on my own, just because it's like far more sanitary. And my dermatologist did a great job. It obviously though just left a little bit of a like dark spot that will fade, but for now I feel like it will be beneficial when testing out some of these face products. Also, my hair is twisted up right now because I did my hair with my Dyson Airwrap today, and if you know, you know that's how I make sure that my curls really set in place all day. But anyways, let's just get into the actual tutorial. First, we are going to prep and prime the skin. For added hydration on my face, but also as a primer and a base, I'm going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. This stuff is expensive, but so far I have been loving this, and I can tell as the weather gets colder here in New York City, this is going to be like one of my go-to skincare products. It is pricey, so I got the smaller size, and even this I believe was about $60, but I really wanted to feature it in today's tutorial because I know a lot of people like myself have been curious about this and like, is it really worth it? And then to prep and prime the lips, I'm going to be using the Charlotte's Magic Lip Oil Crystal Elixir. Let me see if that's going to focus. There we go. It's actually really cool because it's like a roller ball, and it's a really nice just lip oil treatment to get your lips ready for whatever product you're going to put on them. I feel like that moisturizer just makes my skin look so glowy. I think I got a little bit in my eyebrow. No, but I really do feel like it brings the glow. Even on no makeup days, I've been loving this. So for foundation, we're gonna be going in with the Airbrush Flawless Foundation, and I wear mine in the color number 7 Neutral. This is one of those brand new products for me. I literally just got color matched at Nordstrom a few days ago for this video. Now, I've been told that I can use this with either a brush or a sponge. Today, I'm gonna be going in with a sponge. This is from e.l.f. because this is my favorite way to apply foundation. You guys know that. And again, I've been told that the best way to make this work is to apply it and fully let it dry before going in with concealer, powder, anything like that. So I'm gonna follow the directions and fingers crossed, 'cause I'm very excited about this. First impressions, so gorgeous. I don't know if you can tell how like smooth and even my skin looks. It literally looks like I have a filter on my face. I wanted to wear this foundation alone with like just the magic cream underneath, but just so that I could like see the actual finish. I really like that it has a very natural skin-like finish, but it is like super full coverage even with a sponge. If you wanted to amp this up, like if I wanted to make this even glowier, I would do the magic cream and then the Hollywood Flawless filter, which you guys know I'm obsessed with that. It's the only reason I didn't mention it in this video because I use it all the time. I would apply that and then this foundation, and I feel like the glow would be unreal because already I'm getting a very pretty kind of lit from within look, but I feel like that would make it even more like amplified. The only products that I'm going to be using today that are not from Charlotte Tilbury are concealer and mascara. I just didn't need to add any more of those into my collection, and I feel like since everything else is featuring Charlotte, it's okay. So to actually just really make sure I cover up that one little breakout, I'm gonna use my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and then for underneath my eyes to give a really nice brightening effect, I'm gonna use my Kosas Concealer. It's been about a minute. I feel like the foundation has definitely dried down, so I should be okay to go in with concealer. I am really loving this so far. I feel like this is gonna be a very, very chatty tutorial. I hope you guys don't mind that. I don't wanna go ham with powder because I really like the finish that my skin has so far, and I'm gonna be going in with a couple more like cream and liquid products, but I do wanna set my under eyes, I wanna set around my nose, my smile lines, all that. So I'm gonna be using the Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder. Look how cute that is. I got the mini size just because I really wanted to make sure that I love this because it is a pretty expensive powder. I got mine in the shade 2 medium, but it's a pretty sheer powder, so I feel like you don't have to be picky with the color selection. However, I did feel like number 1 would be way too light for me. I've heard though that this is like an amazing under eye setting powder as well as just like for the full face in general, so I'm gonna go in with this tapered powder brush from Morphe. I feel like I can't talk. And rather than like dragging or something, I'm just gonna like press it in to really make sure that I set these areas and also don't mess up like the liquid product placement. Wow, that really mattified like immediately. Wait, I'm so impressed. I feel like my pores are disappearing. I mean, I've heard a ton of people talk about this product before, so I'm not surprised that I like it, but I am surprised at how like instantly you can see a transformation happening. I wish I had somewhere to go today. I have a feeling that this face is gonna be really good. I also feel like this powder would be really great for like a bridal look just because it's so soft and blurring. I feel like a lot of Charlotte Tilbury's makeup that would be gorgeous for bridal because it gives that soft, lit from within, luminous, your skin but better look. But it's not like light coverage by any means. It's just, it doesn't feel heavy. It still looks so skin-like. Before I move on to anything else, I'm gonna set what we've done so far with the setting spray. This is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, and again, I just got the mini size. If you're on TikTok though, you've probably seen this like blowing up. People say that this is an incredible setting spray, and I just wanna make sure that our foundation is like locked and loaded before we add anything else. That's a strong sprayer, but it's not like, I don't feel like my face got drenched, but that's strong. Also, it is pretty scented. Oh, I forgot to mention that about the foundation. The foundation is definitely scented, so if you're not for that, maybe it wouldn't be for you. I mean, it definitely feels good though. It feels light. It was just like an intense spray at first. While that kind of sets into the skin and does its thing, I'm gonna move on to the moment that you all have been waiting for. I mean, I'm being a little dramatic, but it's the moment that I've been waiting for. We are gonna be testing out the beauty wands next. You guys know I couldn't do a Charlotte Tilbury tutorial without these, which is why it took me so long to put this video together, because I had to wait for at least one color of like the blush wands to come back in stock. I'm so excited. It's taken everything in me though to not used these yet, but I wanted a good mix of like products that I'm familiar with and also like new products to me. So first, we're gonna be going in with the contour wand, and I got the shade Light Medium. I was debating whether or not I wanted to use a sponge or a brush to blend this in. I think I'm gonna go with a brush. This is from e.l.f. Cosmetics. This is back from when I was working at e.l.f., which is so crazy. And I believe this is called like their Airbrush Blender. The font is too small for me to read without my glasses, but I thought that this would work really well. So I popped off the cap, and then here we go, a nice clean applicator. I'm gonna twist it so that I can get some product out. I have heard that this is pretty messy, so I'm gonna close it as soon as I like get some product on the little sponge. Ooh. I see some. All right, I'm gonna close that for now. That's so satisfying. I kind of feel like a TikTok star. I mean, I love the application. It's so easy to apply. I've also heard that this is very easy to blend out, so maybe for beginners in terms of cream contour and like cream bronzer. All right, but let's see. Now here's the true test. I'm so worried. Should I use a sponge? No. You know what? Let's just try it with the brush. Let's just see what happens. This might be too big, but we're just gonna go for it. Oh, it is super easy to blend out. That's so pretty. It didn't give a super intense contour, like I don't know if you can see, but I feel like it more so just warmed up the face and did help sculpt it a little bit. I feel like a nice thing to kind of have on hand because I feel like I can work with either color, but because I'm a very like medium neutral skin tone, it would be nice to have both. Oh, I love this though. I feel like this is gonna be one of my go-to products now. And you see how easy that was? And there's no like harsh line. This is a very chatty tutorial, but I'm so excited. I feel like I have enough on my forehead and my jaw, but I'm just gonna add a little bit more to my cheekbones. This is so easy though. I feel like beginner, advanced, makeup artist. I mean, no wonder these are so popular. And I've been wanting to try them for forever, but TikTok sold them out literally the week that I was planning on buying them. So pretty. Okay, I gotta move on. So now we're gonna be taking one of the blush wands in Peachgasm, and this is what we're gonna be applying to our cheeks. Obviously, Pinkgasm is the one that like exploded on the internet and you literally cannot find it anywhere. I mean, even this color, I had to wait months for it to come back in stock, but I know that like Pinkgasm isn't coming back for at least another month or so. The girl at my Charlotte Tilbury counter told me that. So I figured, you know what, we'll use Peachgasm. I love a peachy, glowy blush, and I feel like since not as many people are talking about this on the internet, maybe there are some people that are curious about it. Everybody's focusing on the Pinkgasm, but I'm gonna focus on peach. All right, we're getting some color, it's coming through. Now this isn't gonna be a crazy in-your-face blush color, especially compared to Pinkgasm. I feel like that one is definitely like a little bit more intense, but I feel like we can still get a really pretty look with this. And to blend this out, I am actually gonna use a damp mini beauty sponge. Again, this one is from e.l.f. too. I feel like we are just bringing the glow today. Oh, it's super pretty. Like the color payoff is kind of light to medium. I mean, I'm sure it's buildable, but it is pretty much on the lighter side, but like the glow that you get, gorgeous. I know that color-wise, you definitely get a little bit more with Pinkgasm, but this is still super pretty. Like if you're really pale, this would be a gorgeous blush color, and if you have a deeper skin tone as a highlight, this would be incredible. I'm definitely glad though that I like waited to buy this because it is gorgeous. I could have filmed this tutorial earlier and just gotten one of her powder blushes, but this seems so much more up my alley. So pretty. Do you see this glow? Oh my god. All right, last but certainly not least, we're gonna be using the highlighter wand in the color Spotlight, and I'm gonna be blending it out with this teeny tiny sponge from e.l.f. That's like where I get all of my sponges. There's something about this applicator that is not only super satisfying, but I get it. Like it makes it easier to use. I look like a clown right now with all these dots. I do like a little highlighter right above my brow. I just feel like it looks, I don't know, youthful. I feel like it'll be easier to blend that one out with my finger, maybe. Yeah. Oh, it's so pretty. I feel like my word of this video is just gonna be pretty, pretty, pretty. But it is. And like, I can definitely tell how you can build this up and get a really glowy highlight look, but I mean, this is already pretty glowy. This is enough for me, but I feel like if you had drier skin, you might want to do like a second layer. This is so good. I feel like this is like the best my skin has ever looked. I'm not even kidding. Moving on though, because I'm sure you guys are sick of me being like, oh my god, pretty. We're gonna prime the eyes with the Urban Decay primer potion. I guess that's the other thing actually that I don't have from Charlotte Tilbury. Although, does she even have an eye primer? I don't know. This is the one though that I like trust the most. Yeah, I don't know if she has a primer. If somebody knows that, let me know. I do want to give the eyeshadow though the best chance it has. So I'd rather use something that I really know and trust. I don't know if this is actually coming up, but like from where I'm looking at the viewfinder, that glow is insane. So for eyes, I'm gonna be going in with one of her like quad palettes. Is that focusing? I think so. This is the problem with like not being able to see without my glasses. I think this is called like one of their luxury palettes. I will link it down below, and it is in the color Pillow Talk, which if you guys don't know, that's like one of my favorite, all-time favorite colors to wear on my lips, and so I figured I'd probably like the eyeshadow palette. It's just a super neutral pink palette, but I feel like spring and summer this is gorgeous. Even for the fall, like I can definitely like think of ways to incorporate this. But we're just gonna be using this palette and this palette alone for the eyes. I'm gonna start with this matte pink shade right here, and this is a more like tapered fluffy brush from Morphe. I've heard some mixed reviews about her eyeshadows. I feel like people either love them or they hate them. I will say automatically there's a pretty decent amount of kickback for me, but I'm just gonna work this into the crease. Oh, I mean, it's pretty pigmented. Again, I think people, like a lot of their complaints with Charlotte Tilbury makeup is they're like, oh, it's too soft, like it wasn't as intense as I was expecting. And I think the thing about her makeup is it's not supposed to be super intense. I mean, obviously like with her liners and stuff, you could amplify a look and make it a lot more grungy and glam, but I feel like the overall aesthetic for the brand is very soft, lit from within. That doesn't mean that you're sacrificing coverage, but you're just not going for like the most intense look of your life, which right now is something that I'm really into. I mean, it's pretty. I don't really have any complaints with it yet. It seems buildable, not patchy. I like it. I'm gonna go in with this darker matte color right here on the same brush and just focus more so on the outer corner. Now, I will say the only thing that I wish this palette had, and I think the answer to this would be not make it a quad, like make it maybe a 6-pan palette, is I would like something a little darker than this dark brown that it came with. I guess it's like a darker like mauve, like a mauvey taupe. But anyways, yeah, I would like to keep this color, but I'd also like to add something else into it, maybe like a true dark brown or something, but I feel like again, then you'd have to make it like a 6-pan palette. I think these are super easy to blend though. Like, as somebody who, obviously I'm not a pro, but I have worked with a lot of like makeup in the past, I don't see like what the problem is with this. I feel like for beginners, this would be a great palette though, because it gives you enough colors to do a full look. They're not all shimmery, which I love, and they're really easy to work with, like so easy. Okay, and then for the lid, like any empty space that we still have, I'm gonna go in with this like shimmery, kind of mauvey pink. I'm just gonna apply this with my finger. I will say it feels a little gritty when I first dip my finger into the pan, but I'm not getting that texture as I'm applying it onto my eyes. I feel like this is gonna be my new date night makeup. I'm just loving everything about this. Gorgeous. I love that. I feel like the only con of this palette, again, maybe I wish they could do like another one like besides the quad where there's a little bit more color selection, but that's just me. And also, it is pricey. I'm not gonna ignore that. This is very expensive for a quad. So before I do mascara, I wanna do my brows. So you guys know I really like to do, it's very strange, I like to do brow gel first to push them up and then just use a brow pencil sparingly. So for brow gel, I'm gonna be using the Brow Fix Clear Brow Gel. I believe this is pretty new to the brand, but the girl that I spoke to at the Nordstrom counter was like raving about this and her brows were incredible. She said it's a pretty thin formula, which I like. I don't like when my brow gels feel super heavy or goopy, but she said it keeps them up all day, it keeps the shape, so I'm very excited to try this out. What I also like that she said is she said even if you have like powder in your brows, like if you don't do your brows first, it doesn't matter because it's not gonna like, the product that's in your brows isn't gonna cling to this brow gel. That's what I'm trying to say. I mean, yeah, definitely helped tame the craziness that is my brows. And I like how it feels. I like the brush size. I like that it's not too small, but it's not too large. It's not like a weird shape. With tinted brow gels, I'm always of the belief that the brush should be a little smaller because then it gets like too messy if it's too big. But for clear brow gels, I do like a fluffier applicator. I mean, it's a solid brow gel. I really like it. I also like that it doesn't dry down super fast, so you have time to work with it. Now for brow pencils, this is not super new to me. I've been using it for a couple weeks now and I really like it. This is one of her Brow Cheat brow pencils and I got mine in the color black brown. That's the color. Also just, I love the rose gold packaging and everything. So on one side you get a spoolie, which is great, and then on the other side you do get the pencil. It's super fine, which I love. It's also at an angle, which I love, and it's not ultra pigmented, so it's really great if you just need to kind of like sparingly fill in a couple spots. I'm gonna get very up close and personal with this mirror, so apologies for the strange angle. When filling in my brows after gel, I mostly focus on the front. I don't really do anything to like the middle or the ends of my brows. I feel like they're fine and they're like full enough. And so are the front of my brows. I just feel like they need to be evened out a little bit. Yeah, I can definitely be happy with that brow look. I mean, I've loved this, like I said, for a few weeks, but that brow gel is super nice. And as far as the lasting power for this brow pencil, I don't believe they claim that it's waterproof or anything. I just think that they say it's like long lasting. And I would definitely say that. I mean, for like a standard like 8-hour day with my makeup on, I didn't notice that my brows were like going anywhere. Now I'm kind of debating whether or not I want to keep this look really soft like it is, or add some liner, because I do love this liner from Charlotte Tilbury. It's their Feline Flick liner and it's in the brown color. I've been really loving brown liner recently. Should I just leave it alone? Because I really like the way this look is turning out. Maybe we'll do subtle liner. That's what we'll do. Cross your fingers that I don't regret this. I don't think I regret that so far. You guys, I'm holding my breath. I'm like we're gonna have some very awkward angles of me in this video. All right, that side, we did a little mini wing and it looks really good. So let's pray for this side. Oh God, am I gonna regret this? Are they like the most even? No, but I would say that they're pretty close, especially for one who cannot see without their glasses on. Like, I don't think you guys understand how little I can see without my glasses on. So the fact that I've learned how to do my makeup like okay is a big deal. I freaking love this liner though. I've heard complaints that it like dries out super fast. I've had this for like 4 months and I haven't had that issue. The tip is super fine. It's so easy to work with. It glides on so easily and it's a really beautiful dark shade of brown. For mascara, I'm just gonna kind of quickly skip over this because again, I don't have a Charlotte Tilbury mascara. This is the Maybelline Sky High mascara, one of my favorites. If you haven't heard me talk about this before, it basically just gives you really long separated lashes. Like I would say this one is definitely more for separation and length and less so for volume. Also, I'm not gonna do my lower lashes. I just feel like I used to love mascara on both my top and bottom, but unless I'm doing something super dramatic, I just feel like it looks cleaner and better on me to skip that. We have made it, you guys. Last but certainly not least, we are going to do the lips. By now, the lip oil has pretty much like soaked in all the way. I don't really feel like I need to wipe anything off. I love the Charlotte Tilbury lip liners. You guys know I've talked about them so freaking much, and recently I actually picked up a new color because I realized for the fall I don't have a ton of like darker nude lip liners. So this is the Lip Cheat lip liner in the color Love Trap, and it's just a darker kind of like chestnutty nude. So I'm gonna line my lips quickly with this. I like this because it's like a chestnutty nude, but it also pulls a little mauve, which I just think is something that's interesting. For lipstick, I'm gonna be using this one from her Look of Love collection, which I don't know if it's still available. If it is, I will link it down below. There might be some colors still in stock on Sephora, but I do know that she also has permanent like lipstick colors very similar to this. This is in the color Wedding Bells. Kind of sticking with the bridal theme, honestly. Here's what that looks like. I love the hearts that are like embossed on it. And this is one of her like soft matte formulas. So again, it's gonna give that pretty matte look, but it's still hydrating. Your lips don't feel dry, like you can't move them. I love the finish of her lipsticks. Easily some of my favorites. Maybe my favorite, honestly. Okay, I'm gonna do one more spray of the setting spray, let my hair down, and then we'll come back for final thoughts. And I also have to film my intro. I mean, spoiler alert, I kind of am obsessed with this. I feel like this is one of the best faces of makeup that I've had in a really long time. And this look would also look really pretty with a more like true nude lip. I wanted to do something just a little bit pinkier to like spice it up, but you could easily swap this out for something a little bit more nude, a little bit more vampy, stay kind of where I am. I feel like when I do get married, like for bridal, I want to be in all Charlotte Tilbury. Even though this is scented, it smells really good. I don't know what it smells like. Love, flowers, all of the above. Going away, I'll be right back. Okay, I let my hair down. I'm feeling much more like a person. I added a necklace. I don't even think you guys can see it. But here's the finished look. And you guys, I felt so silly because I could not stop staring at myself in the bathroom when like doing my hair, because I just can't get over everything about this look. I feel like it is one of the best makeup days I've had in such a long time. I am absolutely going to repeat this look, or at least something similar to it, like for me and Kevin's anniversary, which is in the middle of September. Like maybe I'll darken up the eyes just a little bit for that. Maybe I'll change the lip color, but like the face makeup, I'm obsessed with. Even the eyes, like I love. I also love that it was a good liner day. The makeup gods were with me. But before I end this video, let's do a little breakdown of everything. Honestly, and I know that this is like so annoying, there isn't anything that I didn't love in today's video. Which I know isn't annoying because it's like, okay, then the brand is actually worth it, but it's annoying in the sense that it's like your wallet might not like you. As far as the skincare products, I love both of these, but I feel like, are there more affordable dupes for this? Yes, however, I'm somebody who really does enjoy investing in my skincare, and also I just love the way that this magic cream looks on its own or under makeup. I love the way the setting spray not only feels on my face, but the way it set everything, because yes, it did mattify it a little bit, but it also didn't take away like the glow that I have on my cheeks. But I feel like my makeup is like locked and loaded for the day, which is always like what a setting spray is supposed to feel like. Personally, I really love the way that this eyeshadow palette performed, but I will say out of everything, if you want to skip out on something, I would maybe say skip out on the eyeshadow palette, only because like I said, for a quad, it is very expensive. I believe this is like $50. So if you have the money, if you want to splurge, if it's your birthday coming up or something like that, the holiday season, if you want to ask for this, go for it. But I feel like, yes, you could probably find, or you can definitely find much more affordable dupes for this, but I do really love it, and I just like how easy it is. The brow pencil is great if you're looking for something that has a really fine tip and you want something that just is kind of like that micro brow pencil. The gel I'm obsessed with. I feel like this and my Sephora collection clear brow gel are now going to be my two like ride or dies. I'm obsessed with everything about this. I'm already excited to use it again tomorrow. Even on days where I'm not wearing makeup and I just want to make sure that my brows look not super messy, I feel like this is just going to be great. The wands, like, I I can't even say how much I love these. I'm actually gonna make a separate video because I feel like this will be helpful of like really doing a breakdown of these and talking about whether or not they're like truly worth it, how to use them, and just kind of like everything about them. It's probably gonna be a little bit of a shorter video, but I do want to go in depth with these just because they are so like sought after right now. And lastly, but certainly not least, the foundation and the powder, both of which I was so impressed with. First of all, this powder really is kind of like a filter in a little tiny container. I just feel like my skin looks flawless, and it actually gave like a decent amount of like additional coverage, which I wasn't expecting from this. I really like the way it looks underneath my eyes. So far, my under eye concealer hasn't creased at all, which is like very, very hard. It's really hard for me to find products that don't crease underneath my eyes. Just like genetically, I have a lot of like fine lines underneath my eyes. But so far, I feel like my under eyes look really, really good. And also like around my nose, my pores look smaller. I really like this. It makes me definitely want to purchase a full size after I run out of this, but it also makes me want to try their like Airbrush bronzer, because if their powder bronzer is like the same formula as this, I feel like I'm just gonna be obsessed. And as far as the Airbrush foundation, this is like the one product that I thought was maybe gonna be like a hit or miss for me just based on the reviews that I've seen, but I love it. I feel like maybe it's because I listened to the girl's suggestion and I let the foundation completely dry down before like moving on to the next step. I didn't overuse it. Like I used about a pump and a half on my face. I feel like it gave me beautiful coverage. It wasn't patchy, it wasn't streaky. It didn't dry down super fast to the point that like I didn't have a chance to work with it. And even though I used a sponge, which usually will always shear out your like makeup, whatever you're applying, I feel like I still got like an insanely good amount of coverage. Like I'm in love with this entire look. And then as far as the lip products, I'll kind of skip over that because you guys know I feature them in so many tutorials. Both the lipstick and the lip liner, 10 out of 10 for me. But there you guys have it. That is my full face of Charlotte Tilbury. I really hope that you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and also click that subscribe button down below because like I said, the next goal for this channel is to hit 6K. Follow me on all of my other social media networks, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I post on there daily. You can also follow me on Clubhouse. Check out my Amazon shop. The links for everything are always in the description box down below. I love you guys so much. I hope that you all are staying safe, happy, and healthy, and I will talk to you guys again very, very soon in my next video. Okay? Bye, everybody.